Hello! In this episode, I'm going to show you how you can register a domain name for your new site. Now, what is a domain name, you might ask yourself? Well, a domain name is really the address that you type in to locate a site. For instance, Amazon.com is the domain name for Amazon. Google.com is a domain name for Google, and so on and so forth. So it's really the URL address that a user would type in order to locate your website. So what you need to do is you need to register a domain name. And during this next lesson, I'm going to show you exactly how to do that. Let's begin our domain name search. First thing you want to do is I'd like to take you to a site called namechecker.com, and please note the unusual spelling of this. Why I like to go here is because it will help me search through various platforms across the internet for domain names that are available, for instance, or Instagram handles or Facebook handles. I want to keep it sort of consistent. So if my domain name is my site, I would like the Facebook to be handled to be similar to my site, not like, shower curtains and rings, something completely different. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start typing in my ideas for a domain name. So for instance, if I type in my cool site and I want to see if mycoolsite.com is available or .net, and if the Facebook handle is available or Instagram, so I'm going to hit enter. All right, so it's not available as a .com domain name. It's not available as a Twitter handle, but it is available as Facebook or Instagram. So I think I could do a little bit better. Now, pretend I am located in New York City. So I might say, I'm going to call my site, My Cool Site NYC. I'll hit that. Okay, so now here I have my domain name of mycoolsitenyc.com is available. The Facebook handle is available. The Instagram handle is available, as is Twitter and YouTube. All right, I like that. That's a good thing. So that means I could have my name be consistent across my social platforms that I would like. All right, now, having declared what we would like as our site, let's jump over to GoDaddy.com and let's begin the process of registering that domain name. So we're going to head over to GoDaddy.com. And we're going to begin by clicking on this or just entering your domain name that we've sort of determined that we would like, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to type in mycoolsitenyc.com. And I know it's available because I already went through the name check. Now, you don't have to use name checker. You can just go ahead and start typing it in here. But then I like to do it because then I want to know whether it's available on the other social media platforms. So I always suggest go through Name Checker, find one that's across most of your social media platforms that you want to use, and then go to GoDaddy and register it. Okay, so here it is. So yes, my domain is available. I know that. And it says, okay, buy it before someone else does. Now, here's what we can do. I want you to take a look at some of these pricing. It is not that expensive to register a domain name. Now, keep in mind, you're not buying this domain name. You're buying the use of it for a certain period of time, be it 1 to, 3 or 5 years and 10. And I'm going to add to cart. Okay, and let's scroll down. I don't really care about these other domain names, the .net or .org. You might. Again, going down here, there's really no other extensions that I want other than the .com. Feel free to go ahead if you want this. Again, they're just giving you other suggestions for your site in case you really want to cover all your bases and don't want anyone having anything similar to your site. Now, let's go down and let's continue to the cart. All right, here we are, and we're going to have a few more options that we can choose. So it says, would you like privacy? Yes, I always suggest to my clients that you do register the privacy. You just want to I like to keep my name and address, my personal information separate from my domain name that I'm registering. So yeah, go ahead. It's $8 a year. You can read more about this if you click on this question mark. It just helps you understand why. I mean, for $8 a year, please go ahead and do it. Okay, Now, create an email address that matches your domain. Oh my gosh. Yes, yes, yes. 1,000 times yes. The last thing you want to do is set up a wonderful site, and you've got this beautiful site, and your email address is your name at yahoo.com or AOL.com. That is not professional. You want an email that matches your domain. So whether it's your first name or sales at mycoolsitenyc.com or info at mycoolsitenyc.com. So yes, please, 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 it is not that expensive. It's the cost of doing business. Go and register. I'd say start off with the email essentials. It depends on how big your company is, but if you're a small business owner, go ahead and start with the $2 a month. And then of course, go ahead and click continue with these options. All right, so now, of course, if you do not have a GoDaddy account, you're going to create an account now. So I'm going to go ahead and sign in my own account right now. Okay, so here I am in my shopping cart. It has, let's see, the 36 months, that's 3 years, for your email essentials. And you can change that. Your .com domain registration is for 5 years. So here's what I want you to pay attention to. This is your email account that I would love for you to have, right? So if you're going to use 36 months for your email account, which is going to be a total of $71.64, do yourself a favor and make your domain name registration the same duration so that you know to remind yourself in three years from now that you want to renew your domain name registration and your email. It just makes life a lot simpler. Don't do 1 year or 12 months on your mail and then 10 years or 5 years on your .com. Now, GoDaddy will send you emails to remind you, and you can turn on auto renewals in your products under your account. But that we're getting ahead of ourselves. So what I want you to do, take away from this moment right now, is set up your email duration to be the same. I like 36 months. And my .com domain name registration to be 3 years as well. Remember, the .com, that is mycoolsitenyc.com, I don't own it. I have the right, I have it registered to me for the next 3 years. If in 3 years from now I decide to not auto renew it, anybody else could go register to that site. Okay? So just be aware of that. You do not own it forever. You just are allowed to use it for the amount of time that you have registered. So then you're going to go to your total. And oftentimes, GoDaddy will have a little special promo. So if there's a promo code, please do that and complete your purchase. All right. So that is how you register a domain name with GoDaddy. Thanks for watching.